Yes. Hello guys. Wait, let me check my chat box. Yes. Yes. Okay. Welcome. Today, okay. Let me explain a bit. First of all, welcome to the stream again. Hope you're having a good day. Most important, in the best of mental health. Your mental health is very important. Take care of that. If your mental health is not good, maybe you take a rest. Don't watch the stream. All right. That's number one. Number two, support open source. Okay. Now, let me turn on this printer first. There's a lot of things that I have done at the moment for the software side. Number one, Klipper is already up. Let me open up the screen down here. Hold on. Where is this Google Chrome? Okay, now I open this our GitHub page. Okay, now it's correct. Okay, so some things that I have done for this Linux at the moment in Klipper. What I have done is I have set up the X and Y and Z maximum travel. Max, Z max, X max, Y max have been set, and the homing as well have been set. The clicky as well have been set. I will tell you what to do if you are building this Linux Sling. What to do in Klipper as well. But the rest I haven't do anything. The Dockslide, all I check. The motors travel correctly. Everything I check lah. I mean, based on normal working schematics, working kinematics wise, everything I've checked. And also I will tell you what to change inside. And for the clicky also, everything has been done. Okay, so this is also going to be the first time I'm going to test the latest BTC for this Linux, because previously it was using the old BTC. Now we are going to be using the new BTC, so there will be some things that we need to change in the config itself. So first, let me show you this first. What I have changed. Let me open up my Underwire. Okay, so this is the page. Right now, as you can see, I've already set 3 extruder. So number one, in your printer config, you will need to include as usual BTC and the clicky probe also if you are using clicky. And then you set your X as usual, whatever X. So my position max for X is 220. Actually, I'm getting about 223 travel. So I put there as 220. And also because of my position min, I put at -2. Why I put this position min at -2? Because of the offset. Sometimes your nozzle offset might cause you to be negative, right? So that also has been set. Homing speed 80, because for sensorless homing, at least 80 is recommended. So I put there as homing speed -80, number one. So And then these are all normal, whatever settings you need to set for sensorless. Stepper Y, you can see that the position max is 250. So we get a travel of 250 for Y. The bed move all the way to the back and all the way to the front, 250. So I put there 250. Position mean also is still put under -2, but actually position mean should be around there lah, -2 yeah. And then for Z, I'm getting position max, I'm getting actually 215, but to be safe, I put at 213. So that will be Z. And the Z also, probe Z and stop, virtual Z. Also for what you need to change is your probe here, you have to comment out because it will be inside the tool. Tool config. You can leave the servo probe here because I'm using servo. I already adjusted the angle as well, deploy and retract angle, just to show you. Let me zoom in. Image zoom. Okay, if I zoom in, I will move this carriage a bit. You can see that I will deploy and try to dock the clicky. That will be under deploy clicky dock. Yeah. So you can see that I have deploy clicky dock and I will retract clicky dock as well. Retract clicky dock. Right. So it has been detected. So the clicky has been set. Even the clicky position has been set so that it can pick up the clicky probe to probe Z also. So that has been set inside Klipper. So after that, once you settle that, your printer.cfg, remember those values below here. Bed mesh you can leave it, but anything regarding the extruder you cannot, like PID for extruder, or you cannot have it inside here. So don't have, only heater bed. Okay, now we go to clicky. Okay, for clicky, you go inside this clicky macros. If you go inside clicky macros here, you scroll down all the way, you find homing override. Okay, so if you go to our GitHub under Klipper, under BTC extras, you will see this homing override as well. So if you read here, this override is taken directly from clicky macros. So you should use this override if you are using clicky. Save this override into a config file and include it below clicky and BTC. Actually, no need. You can just copy this whole thing and then you paste it here. That means you replace the original clicky homing override. So you just replace it inside here. So this is the one that is inside. So after you paste, you can just save it as well and then you close. So clicky macros, you have to do that. For this one is using the bed knob. So using the bed knob, there's no screw tilt adjust, there's no Z tilt adjust, there's no cord gantry level, anything, no. So you have to do manually. I mean, 4 corners, use paper. Just now I already did, but it was just a roughly did. Okay, next, what you need to do is go into your BTC folder. So for variables, here you can see I've already added the variables here, tool 0, tool 1, tool 2, bash macros, because we're going to try that later. Dockslide as well, because this one comes with a Dockslide, so Dockslide as well. And this is the travel speed, Toolchange speed, wipe speed, whatever. I think we can set them lower first because we are going to be testing. Toolchange speed also 100. Wipe speed also 100. Z-hop, I think we don't need any Z-hop. Temp allow, we will set it to 4. Normally I set it to 4 so that if your PID is not perfect, it fluctuate a bit. within 4 degrees, it can still continue. Include LED is true, false for the spoolment. Tool approach location Z. Okay, this one later we will set. Right now, I just set it to 50 because just to test. Because if you see here, currently only used if using Sling plus Dockslide. So this one we will need to find what Z it needs to move to be level with the Dockslide here. Carry sense switch is true because we are using micro switch and this function not available yet, so we have to set true. And also here you can see variable sling mode, I have set it to true. Before this it was false, so below here all you don't need to touch. Okay, so we can, oh no, we have to save because I changed the speed. Okay, and then here after BTC variables, we go to Dockslide. Okay, for Dockslide, here is the part also is very important. Dockslide travel speed is 50. So that means the speed that Dockslide will travel. Okay. How fast the Dockslide travel to deploy and park. Dockslide deploy height. So this Dockslide will deploy, actually not high lah. Actually the Dockslide deploy position because it need to move front. There's no height change, right? But because the original VisiBoard and 2.4, the Dockslide is up and down, so there's a height there. So we just leave it at Dockslide deploy height. But the deploy height is when the Dockslide deploy to the front. So that is the deploy height also we will need to set today. I just set it at 30 just to see it moves. And then Dockslide deploy offset, no touch. That one's for flying gantry. Dockslide park height. Okay, for the park height also is when the Dockslide is parked. So furthest away from the carriage. So park position is here. Deploy position is here. So park position is furthest away from the carriage. Deploy will be nearest. So I also set it to 2 because when it home is 0. I don't want it to go too far. I just set it to 2. Save Y. So save Y is when the Dockslide can deploy. Actually, we don't need a save Y because Dockslide is on top. So we don't need a save Y down here. You can set this to 0. Variable save Z. Z high at which Dockslide can deploy. So save Z 20. Actually not 20. Save Z can be very high down here. There's no save Z for Dockslide deploy also. So we can put 0 as well, I think. Let's just try. I'm not very sure about this. So save Y and save Z at 0. Okay. You can save this first. Front dock, I just set it to true because the dock is in front. Travel resolution, you may leave it as is, so 1. Okay, that is number 1. And then flying gantry here, we put at false because it's not flying gantry. Okay, this one you need to change as well. So for Docksling, Linux Sling, you just need 1 stepper motor, right? So I have it on the right here. As you can see, is stepper motor right. So this is the stepper motor right. But they are actually sharing the same ZEC. On the SKR Mini, ZEC have 2 ports. So they are sharing this that 2 port. They will go together inside that 2 port. But it's only a single stepper. So since it's a single stepper, we just put that as 1 stepper motor right. And then you have to make sure also that the wires are connected correctly so that it goes together at the same direction. You cannot have this one go here, this one go here. So that one also you must check. I will tell you how to check later. But this one you just set as normal. Whatever you want to set, you can set here your stepper motor, your pin, everything. And the end stop as well. So there's an end stop down here. So that end stop will be in this side, in this one down here. And then also make sure to check all this, make sure they are working. Okay, so let's say, okay, this one we settle already, we just save first. Okay, and then we close. Okay, Dockslide already settled. Now for tool 0. Okay, for tool 0, oh sorry, make sure I better put bigger this one. Okay, so for tool 0 down here, I already put tool head 3, CSC Pro, Sherpa Micro, because that tool head is using that Sherpa Micro. So this is my setup. And so variables T0, this one you can download the file from GitHub. So this is the sample file that you need, and then you need to change something. So for example, down here, this one all we will do later today, the coordinates. So for example, down here, sorry, okay, for example, down here, this one all shaper also we can set later. So the offset are all 0 for 20. Okay, this one carry send, make sure your carry send, I think the pin should be, if you are using EBB 36, this is the pin. And also shout out to Yoku from our server Discord. Yoku has created a script whereby you choose your toolhead, you choose whatever toolhead board you want, and then it will how many toolhead you have, and then it will how to say, it will give you the files, config files for all that toolhead with all the pins already. So shout out to Yoku for helping to do that. I will share the file maybe in the GitHub. I actually wanted Yoku to do a PR, but so far I haven't yet. I will ask him again. If not, I will share it with you guys. So this is the pin that you need to check. So make sure it matches the pin in the EBB 36. You can see from the here under manual, right? So in our GitHub under manual, yeah. So if you are using EBB 36, there on the page right now, you can check the pin, whatever pin is that. Which one? Here. Yeah, this one. There. There. So this one, check this. Check this in the manual folder, so you know the pin to which one over there. And then this one, your MCU, your UUID, canvas UUID, you change. So here for extruder 0, it doesn't put here extruder 0. For tool 0, it will only put extruder. The first tool, the name is extruder. So here you need to list down all your pin, correct pin in the extruder section. Set up your extruder section down here. Make sure all the names here points to toolboard 0, because it's for tool 0. Tool 0 is the first tool. So make sure all are pointing to toolboard 0. This is very important to take note. So you must do this before you try to turning on your printer. Yesterday when I was doing the setup, I managed to connect to Klipper, right? And then when I turn on, the hot end was smoking. I don't know, the temperature goes very high and it was smoking. So I quickly shut down the machine and I checked that, oh, the pin, because there was this pull-up resistor, I think, that caused the temperature to go up very, very high and smoking. So I already changed. Make sure you change all this before even trying to turn the printer on, to connect to Klipper. Then min temp, max temp, all you set here. Your extruder TMC, and this is the NeoPixel also. This one also extruder TMC, it must point to toolboard 0. And for the heater pin and sensor pin, this is also very important. It must point to toolboard 0 as well. NeoPixel also point to toolboard 0, PD3. Okay, for NeoPixel, this one differ from the one in the GitHub. I think I will change that, because the one in the GitHub, the way the NeoPixel are positioned, status LED, the one in the middle here, status LED. Wait, let me show you. Okay, so you can see the one in the middle here, status LED is number 1, index number 1, and then the nozzle is number 2 and number 3, because there are 3 chain of LED, right? So previous version R2T or the Linux 1, whatever previous toolhead, the status LED is index 1, and then the nozzle LED is 2 and 3. But for this one, it's a bit different. For Tiga, it's a bit different. So status LED, anything about the status LED, you will need to point it to index number 2 here. First, you must show status active tool 0. All must remember this is for tool 0. So all here are tool 0. And the index must be number 2, because the way now the LED is wired is nozzle LED is 1 and 3, and with the status LED in the middle. So status LED is index number 2, nozzle is 1 and 3. So anything regarding status, you can see here I've changed them to index number 2, and this is for nozzle. Anything regarding nozzle is index 1 and 3. So that is what you have to change here. Also, anything you see T must be T0. If T1, T1, T2, you put T2. So index number 2, or you change here. And then for heater fan also the same. This is for the hot end fan. Hot end fan, make sure it point to toolboard 0. If this one you miss, when you heat up your hot end, let's say for T1, but you point it at toolboard 0, you never change this. When you heat up tool 1, the fan won't turn on. The fan for T0 will turn on. So this is very important. You have to check this before you do anything. Right? Make sure all points to the correct one. Even for the part fan also is toolboard 0. So if T1, toolboard 1. And here is the probe. So probe section now moves to here already. I already do the X offset and Y offset, and also the Z offset. I've done the Z offset as well. So I just save it down here. This is for the clicky probe. This is the temperature sensor which will show up in your main screen. UI, Klipper UI, temperature sensor, ADXL, also toolboard 0. Make sure it's pointing all to the correct toolboard. Resonance texture, we don't need to change. You just need to change the probe point where you want the tool head to be. So I put it at 75. It's actually not correct 75. Half of the bit. X will be 220, 110. And Y will be 250, 125. Okay, this is 110, 125. Height, we can put it higher a bit, maybe 30. And then this one also, make sure G-code macro T0, tool number 0. We just save this file. Now we go to tool number 1. Okay, so for this one, tool number 1, like I mentioned, you change everything to tool 1. So like this, T1. This one, tool 1 input shaper. Later we will do. So this part here, carry sense T1. And make sure it's pointing to toolboard 1. This is also very important, pointing to the correct one. Toolboard 1. Here also toolboard 1, canvas. And then for the extruder section, it must be named here extruder 1. For tool 2, extruder 2. For tool 3, extruder 3. So this is tool number 1, extruder 1. And pointing to the pin pointing to toolboard 1 also. So this is very important. You set here, and then the heater pin also, make sure you change toolboard 1, toolboard 1. What you can do is you just right click here, change all occurrence. So if you see toolboard 0, you change to toolboard 1. There you will change the whole thing. So everything here the same. Make sure TMC extruder 1, toolboard 1, status LED 1. So for this, make sure is status LED 1 here and toolboard 1 here. Okay, so this one also status LED 1, change here. And index, like I said, status is 2, nozzle is 1 and 3. So here you can see everything is 1, T1, tool 1. Hot end fan 1, also you put here hot end fan 1, toolboard 1. And heater is extruder 1. This is very important. You must put here extruder 1, this heater, so that the fan turns on when extruder 1 is set temperature. And part fan 1, toolboard 1 as well. Probe you don't need because probe is only at T0. So here temperature sensor toolboard 1, here is the ADXL toolboard 1, and then this one also just now is 110 to 125. Then here we set. Okay, Z30. Then T1, tool number 1. Save this file. Now let's go to tool 2. So same, tool 2 configuration, make sure it's T2 pointing to T2. Carry sense for T2, toolboard 2. So everything here you change to tool number 2 or toolboard 2 or T2. Change also. As usual here, let's double check again. Toolboard 2, toolboard 2. Okay, extruder 2, toolboard 2. Status LED 2, toolboard 2. Okay, index active tool 2, LED 2, LED 2. T2, T2, okay. Hot and fan 2, toolboard 2. You see this? I miss. This should be extruder 2. Lucky I checked. Okay, so extruder 2 for hot and fan 2 is extruder 2. Part fan 2, toolboard 2, okay. Probe you don't need. Toolboard 2, temperature sensor, toolboard 2. ADXL, toolboard 2. Resonance tester just now 115 and 110 or 125. Okay, T2 tool number 2. Now we can save this and save and restart. Okay, let's save and restart this. Why is this sangat? Okay. This the LED, I think I need to change. Yesterday I have see a problem with this two tool LED also, so I need to change, as you can see here. So I need to change this because this one showing yellow only, no white. I think the LED is problem already. Okay, now we have settled this. Okay, first, before you do anything, I mean, if you want to do your homing or what, you have to check your tool head, your Z stepper, X stepper, Y stepper as well. That is normal. But let's say you want to check your Dockslide move in the correct direction. So I will give you the command. Let me find the command. I will share all this in the GitHub so that you all know what command to use. Linux important command. Okay, this. So to move the Dockslide, you want to check. If you want to check the Dockslide movement, what you do is you put here manual underscore stepper motor left, move 10. So now stepper motor left, we don't have, right? So we put here stepper motor right. Stepper motor right, move equals 10. So this will make the Dockslide move 10 mm in travel. Okay, because these are relative. These are absolute. So I'm not sure if now you are doing it because we haven't homed the Dockslide. I'm not sure whether we can move. Let's try. This way you can. Let's try. Let me zoom into so that you can see closer. Okay, you can see the stepper motor move. So let's try see whether the stepper motor move. Yes. So the stepper is moving 10. So you see that the both motors are correct. The wiring are correct because if you see that the stepper go in the reverse direction, one of them you have to swap the pins, the wires around to switch the direction. Because you can't do that for this because this is a single stepper driver. So you can't invert the pin, direction pin, because it will invert for both. So you have to invert the wires. But right now, the moving out are correct. So if I put here stepper motor move to 0, and when I send, it will move back -10. There. Okay. So that is number 1, how you check your Dockslide. You use that stepper motor. Okay, and then next, what you need to do is you will need to check, let me show you the screen. Okay, you will need to check your dock sense and carriage sense. Okay, so what we can do here is you open up the macro. Wait, I think I use this method. Show you. So I already compile all the macro into folders, so it's easier for me to find. But what you need to do is you just click this get tool states. That is number one. So you get tool states right now. So you can see that the console is showing you this. So you can see, okay, tool 0, carriage yes, dock no. So it's at the carriage, right? So correct. Carriage yes, dock no. Tool number 1, this. Carriage no, dock yes. Correct, because it's not the carriage. Tool number 2, carriage no, dock yes. So correct. So the tool state is correct, but you, if not correct, you just invert the pin. Let's say if it's showing different, you try to invert the pin first so that it's showing correctly. Okay, next, what you need to test is, let's say you want to test for, you press the carry sense for this tool 1. Let me press, my hand cannot reach here. Let me use this, yeah. Hold on, okay. Let me use my phone because my hand cannot reach there. Hold on, okay. 192. Okay, so we're going to check carriage sense for tool. Let me open up my macro. Get tool states. Okay, get tool state. Let's press here, and then we see. Hold on, let me open up my screen here. I can see. So we press here. This you can see this tool carriage sense. I press. Get tool states. So you can see that tool 1 carriage yes, dock yes. So because it's at the dock and I'm pressing the carriage, so tool 1 is working, the carriage sense is working. So now I let go, I press get tool states, carriage 1, tool 1, carriage no, dock yes. Okay, correct. So the carriage sense is working. So let's try to remove from the dock the first tool 1, not the first tool 1. Now let's try to get to say, it must say carriage sense no, dock no. Yes, correct. So carry sense no, dock no is correct. So the tool state, the dock sense for T1 is correct. So let's put it back. Okay, now we try tool 2. We press the carry sense, get tool state. Carriage yes, dock yes, correct. We let go the carry sense again. We try. Carriage no, dock yes, correct. Now let's try to remove from the dock. Carriage no, dock no. Okay, put back. Carriage no, dock yes. Okay, correct. Okay, now we try to remove this from the carriage. So carriage no, dock no, correct. Carriage yes, dock no, correct. Let's press the dock sense. Press the dock sense. Oh, yeah. Carriage yes, dock yes. Carriage yes, dock no. Okay, correct. So that is the first thing that you have checked. All your sense. Okay, very important. Check that. All the sense, you have to check that. Okay, next to check the end stop for this end stop for Dockslide. The number, the name is this. Let me check. Hold on, Okay, this is the command that you need to put inside. Query button equals Dockslide underscore end stop underscore right. So right now it's pressing against the end stop. So it must say press. Let me try again. Let me enter and see. Yes. So it say press. So let's try to move the Dockslide again. Let's move the Dockslide away. Then Let's move the Dockslide away from the end stop. Now we check the end stop again. It must say release. Yes, release. So now if I press, it must say press. Yes, I release, it must say release. Correct. Okay, so the end stop of the Dockslide is also working. Let's move back the Dockslide to 0. Okay, Dockslide and stop we check working. Carry sense and dock sense for all the tool we already check working. Somehow what we need to check. Okay, the Dockslide movement we already check is working, correct. X, Y, and Z I already do yesterday is correct. Somehow what we need to check. Okay, basically that's it. Now we will do the finding the tool position. Okay, let me zoom in to image zoom so you can see. So what I'm going to do now is I will home the printer first. I will do a home all. When I do a home all, it will home the Dockslide first, and then it will lift up save Z, and then it will home Y, and then it will home X. Because for core XZ, it will normally after it leaves the save Z, it will home Y first because it cannot be too fast unless you put in a pause. So let's do a home all down here, home all. So you can see that Dockslide is homing. Now it park, and then it home the Y and it home Z. Now you pick up the probe. Homing for Z. Okay, done. So you already home X, Y, Z. Let me check. 110, 125, 20, correct. Right. So it has home everything already. Very good. So we need to do for tool 0. Okay. Now we want to find the tool 0 coordinates for tool change. Okay. Now let's bring tool 0 up in Z to this gantry height. Move by 25 and strength. Just eyeball. Can be a little bit more. Okay, maybe one more higher bit. Just for safety, we leave it a bit higher. Now we will need to move the tool to the left. Right up to the dock position. Now X is at 20. Oh, the fan is hitting the. Oh man, this is too high. The fan is hitting. Not the fan. Why is hitting? Oh yeah, the fan. What fan is hitting? Okay, let's move it back to the right. Okay, so the part fan is hitting there. At what position is that? Let me check. Okay, never mind. Let's home first. Because I think it might have skipped a step. Okay. Too low. The Dockslide also, I don't want it parked at this. I want it to be further away. So let's go to Dockslide. Park height is 2. Let's change it to 0. Maybe 0. Yes. And then for the Z later we can set a bit lower, because just now it was hitting. I think this part here is hitting. Shouldn't hit this. Let me just cut this better. Okay, cut this part here. So let's home again. Wait, this one park 0. And then we can just save and start here. Okay. Okay, let's try to home all again. Okay. Let's try to move the Z again up. Put it at 200 Z. Let's try, yeah. Okay. Now let's move the X. Just now 10. Let's move the X 10. Okay. Sorry, yeah, if I cover up. Just need to see. Let's move the Z a bit up. 1, 2. Okay, the X we move back out 10. Let's move the Z a bit up. 1, 2. This okay? Okay. Now we got the Z height, but we don't, because we don't set first, because we need to move the Dockslide in front. So let's manual move the Dockslide. There's a macro inside. Let me show you. The macro is under, I put under Dockslide. Manual move. So you can set manual move. Right now position is 0. Let's set at position 50. You can see that it will move 50 out. I don't know whether, what's the distance here? Yeah, 50 can. So let's try to move 50. Oh, too far out. It is hitting the tools. Too far out for this. What is the Dockslide rotation distance? 40. Maybe not 40. Because it's hitting the tools on the carriage. So let's manual move back to 10. Okay, let's home the Dockslide again. You can Dockslide home from here. Let's home the Dockslide. Cannot. Okay, never mind. Let's bring it back down. The Z. Then bring the X here. Let's do a home all here. First, let's do a M84. Okay, see the Dockslide. Okay, home all. Okay. I think we try to check the Dockslide. Now Dockslide is at 0 because it's spark 0. Let's try to manual move Dockslide 10. And then we measure. Is it 10? It's at 20. So it's double. So that means the rotation distance is wrong. Full step per rotation is 400. Maybe it's not 400. Is it 200? Let me check my printer.cmt. Yeah, full step per rotation is 200. I key in wrongly in the Dockslide. That's why it travel double. Shouldn't travel double. So here we change to 200 rotation, full step per rotation. 200 and then 40. Right. Okay, let's save and restart. We can save first and then let's park our Dockslide. Dockslide standby. Okay, and then we will save and restart. Alright. We try again. Let's home all. Before you do any movement, make sure all the BTC commands are cleared until the T0 has come out. So let's home all. Let's move this thing back. Okay, correct. Home all. Okay. So let's move our Z up again. Just now was at, just put at 200 first. To 10. Too high. Okay. X was at 10 just now. Okay. Let's move the X a bit. Okay. So the X position with the dog is correct already. Eyeball. So let's move the Dockslide in front. Dockslide manual move. Let's try position 20. 20. Let's try to measure. Is it correct? 20. Yes. So now it's correct. Okay. Let's move to 30. So this is 30. Let's move to 40. So this is 40. I think the X can move left a bit. So let's move the X left a bit. 1, 2. Okay. Move out a bit. Move to the right a bit. Right. Okay. So this will be approach X. So let's move the Dockslide back some more. Just now, what was the manual move? 40. Okay. Let's go with 50. Okay. Seems quite good. 50, I think need to be a bit higher. Let's move back 60. Dockslide 60. Still okay. Can you guys see? Sorry, yeah. I'm here. Still okay. We can move to 70. Dockslide. Okay, now the tool has hit this brush. Okay, let's take out the nozzle blocker first. Can take out the nozzle blocker first. Oh, and then also we can take out this duct first. When you want to do any kind of calibration, tool change, tool draw off, tool pickup, recommended to remove your duct first. So that if anything goes wrong, you don't break your duct. So this is the Linux Sling duct I removed. So right now it has no duct. But not a problem. We are only wanting to do the tool change. So I need some light. Okay, can move some more. Let's move to 75. Okay. Let's move to 77. Move to 80. Let me see how high. Okay, the Z needs to go up a bit higher. So let's move the Z up higher. Yes. Okay, let's move the Dockslide back. 81. 81, 82. Okay, now seems like it's aligned. Need to move the Dockslide, the Z a bit higher also. Okay, the best is you can use any dowel. Put a dowel through that hole there in the dock, so you can align your, so that you can roughly align your the dowel slot. Put at the dock here. Okay, the Z is too high. We bring the Z down lower. Now the Z is at 206. Yes. Okay, so 206 is good. And then the dog need to move back a bit. Wait. I think can already at this. Yeah. Maybe 206.5 we try for the Z. No, 206. So Z will be at 206. Yes. Yes. Okay. I think this should be okay already. Let's check the pin. Okay. Okay, so this is the pick up and draw off position, the approach location. So 206 for the Z. So let's go and change that. Hello Khalil. So wait, let me change this to screen. Okay. So we go to BTC variables and tool approach location Z. So this is for Sling. So we can see that our Z now, this is the exact coordinates. So it will go up there. So that means approach location, you will go up there. Approach location Z is at, if you can see here, Z is 206. Okay, Z 206, X is at 19. Okay, never mind. We take the Z first because BTC variables, we need to change tool approach location Z to 206. So we change here 206. All right, let's save that. Okay. Now we got the tool approach location already. So it will always go up to 206. Right? Ready, save that. So now let's go to tool 0. Okay, now is the drop off. Because this is dropping off, let's go to drop off approach location. So what's the X just now? X is 19. Why we don't need anything? Because this one we don't need any Y movement. So we can leave the Y at -128. So X here is what's the X just now? X is 19. Okay, X is 19 to 0 under drop off. X is 19. Y no change, -128. Z also we can leave it -128, no change. The speed is 100. Okay, we start with 100 speed. Okay, so what does it do first? After it move up here, Dockslide needs to deploy. Okay, so Dockslide will deploy. Okay, the Dockslide deploy position also. What's the Dockslide just now deploy position? Let me check. Alamak. What's the Dockslide deploy position? 86. Let's try to go 80 first. 80. 82. Is it 82? Yes, 82. Okay, so Dockslide deploy will be at 82. Wait. So we save this first, am I? Dockslide deploy is 82. Park, we can park it a bit more because just now it moved too far because of that. So we park at 2. Okay, 20 back. So the drop off 19. Okay, Dockslide deploy. Okay, after Dockslide deploy, it will need to move to the left. Okay, let's do the movement now. To draw off, it will need to move to the left 10. Let's try to move slowly one by one. Because I need to check that fan is sitting there or not. 2, 3, 4, 5. Is it going in? 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I need to shave off the fan a bit more. Okay, but it can move left 10, correct? So 9. So after that, X will be 9 here. X will be 9. 19 move 10, X will be 9. Okay, after it move 9, what will happen is the Dockslide will need to park. So we don't need any other movement. So 9, Y doesn't change. -128, Z doesn't change. Okay, so after Dockslide deploy, it will move to the left and then Dockslide will park. Okay, that's it. So this one all we don't need. Just delete them. Okay, so for drop off, you will move to this. And then it will Dockslide deploy. And then it will move in X, 9. And then Dockslide will park. Okay, correct. Okay, now Dockslide park. Let's move the Dockslide. Yes, Khalil. I think it's better for you to create. Just create. It doesn't matter if in the future, if you abandon or anything, doesn't matter, or if you do it halfway also doesn't matter, just post a new build so that at least if you need anything or you need us to do anything also, we can help there. You know, it's better to create your own build channel. Much better. The more the better. If you see under the printer build channel also, there are a lot of people who just wanted to do something, but I think for a long time no activity already. Okay, so let's try to move. After we move 10 there, we move the Dockslide back. So Dockslide manual move, this is 82. Dockslide manual move, let's say it moves back how much? Let's try to move at 30. Okay, I think 30 could be okay for draw off. Park, oh no, it's park, park at 2. So Dockslide move back, park at 2. Okay, so the Dockslide will park here, and for pickup is the same position, I think, right? So Dockslide move back 82. Okay, now let's do, so the pick draw off is very simple like that. It goes up and then Dockslide deploy, it moves to the left, and then Dockslide park. Okay, now for pickup, X will be at 9, Y no change, Z no change also because it's picking up there, right, at this pickup approach location Z. Okay, after it goes to that location, first thing is Dockslide will deploy, correct, to pick up, correct, Dockslide deploy. So let's do Dockslide deploy. Dockslide will move 82. Did I change? Oh, I haven't changed. So Dockslide move 82. Okay, it has engaged. So Dockslide move to 82, correct, Dockslide deploy, and then it will move X to 19. Move X to 19. Y no change. Z no change. Okay, let's try. Move 19 to the right. So X 19 to the right. Okay, it has picked up. And then it will need to do a nozzle wipe. So nozzle wipe is Dockslide wipe. Okay, let me save this first. After that, we don't need this. M400 also we don't need. Do we need to pause or not? Yeah, I think we pause everything first. This one we delete. Okay, this is wipe nozzle. Wipe nozzle is this normal nozzle wiping using the Y coordinates. So you have to take note of that. So for Dockslide wipe, if you go in Dockslide, so Dockslide wipe here. Okay, we will need to do this macro instead, Dockslide wipe, because it's the Dockslide that will be moving to do the wiping. And for the direction, we will need it to move back. Now move back, move front, move back, move front. That means minus. So the direction will be minus. Minus 2. Is it this? If direction greater than 0, deploy height minus 15. Yeah, correct. So Deploy height minus 15 minus 2. Yeah, correct. Minus 15 minus 2. So direction will be 1. Let's go back to 20. Okay, after M400, this one, direction will be 1. So we change this to this macro. Direction is 1. Okay, after you do the wipe, it will need to Dockslide park. That's it. So this one we can remove. Okay. I think this one is settled already. For 20, I think it's settled already. Okay, now let's try to move the Dockslide back to the back. So Dockslide manual move to. Oh, something gets stuck down there. Okay, so something gets stuck down there. We need to do the whole thing again because the Dockslide has lost. Dockslide has lost the step. Skip step. Okay, never mind. Let's move first. Let's move Z down first. Okay. Let's just try to save and restart first. Okay. This one is a bit difficult, guys, because Sling is totally different. The Dockslide movement is different. Everything is different. Okay, let's do a home all first. Okay. Now it's correct. Now let's try to draw off. We see whether the draw off is correct or not. Just now we already did the draw off. Only the pickup is problem. So we go to use this macro. I show you the macro. BTC tool draw off. Tool number 0. You don't touch this from pickup. Just do a tool number 0 draw off. I will do that in my phone. Nice. How many Linux Sling are there? So far, I think 3 MMO are doing also, right? Are you 3? No. You are 3 MMO? Right. You are doing, right? Linux Sling. I think there's one more Closey. Closey is also doing on his switch wire. Okay, let's just try a tool draw off. See whether the tool draw off is successful. If not, we need to tweak some more. So tool draw off, tool number 0. Let's see whether it's correct. Oh, wrong. Somehow it never goes up. Although I already put here. Guys. Sling mode. Number 1 is sling mode. True. Then tool approach location Z. I already put at 206. But it still doesn't go up. So what we can do now is we don't do this. Never mind, we put at 206, but what we need to do here is for the tool 0. So variable pickup approach location Z here we put 206. Drop off. Drop off here is 206. Pickup also 206. because it seems that it doesn't pick up that approach location Z. I don't know why it never moves up. Maybe because this here I put the Z as -128, no change. Could be that. I don't know. So let's save and restart first. Let's save first. Try to move. Now the Z is what? 9. Okay, can. So let's save and restart. Let we see how these are all the testing because this is the new BTC. Yeah, baby. I'm actually looking forward to yours. You already cut the extrusion, right? Let's hope this is an example for you so that you can also see and know what to do. Okay, let's do the homing first. Okay. Now let's try to draw off. Try again. Tool draw off T0. Okay. The tool change is too slow. The magnet is not pushing the lock plate. So you see sometimes it's too slow, so it won't work because the magnet force is quite strong. Let's do a motor off first. Hold on. Okay. Because the magnet is so strong, lucky you take out the duct. Okay, the tool change is too slow. So maybe the draw off to 0, the draw off speed just now, when it move, let's give it 400. Save. What about the acceleration? Where's our acceleration? BTC variables. What did I use for my Hive? Let me check. What acceleration did I use? Travel 700, tool change 400. Okay, let's try. Travel is 700. Tool change am I? We just set it at 400. Okay. So tool 0, when it move, it will move 400. Here also we need to change. Go to draw off approach is also we want it to be fast. So 700 should be no problem. What is the previous underwire speed? Travel 450. Tool change 400. Oh, travel is 450. Sorry. So let's change the travel speed to 450. Travel is 450. To change 400. Okay. So here 400, correct. Oh, here is 450. And then here also we can set 450. And for pickup here is 400. Okay. Alright, we try again, guys. Hopefully this time it will draw off. See how it goes. Let me open up this. Okay. So we home all first as usual. But the movement is correct just now. You go there, you deploy, and then when you want to draw off, there's a problem there. Okay, let's try to draw off again. Oh, the Dockslide move. The Dockslide move is so slow, man. Okay, again, it cannot draw off. Hold on, ah. Okay, there's few reasons why it cannot draw off. Number one, maybe the Dockslide doesn't go fast enough. Let me change the Dockslide speed. What's the Dockslide speed? Travel speed 50. Okay, what's the previous one? For underwire, travel 400. Okay, we set the travel to 400. Acceleration 400. Travel 400. Acceleration 400. So travel here 400. Acceleration too fast here 400. Okay, 4000. Okay, let's save and restart. If this one cannot, we will try to do the adjust again the calibration. Let me turn on all the LED so you can also see the LED for the tool. Active tool 1, active tool 2, nozzle 1, nozzle 2. Look at that. You can see it. Let me see the screen. Yes, so you can see there. Let me turn off the nozzle light. Too bright. Okay. Okay, let's do the homing again. Okay. Let's see now whether it can draw off or not. If cannot, if this one cannot, we will do the find the coordinates again. No, cannot. So it still doesn't go in. So let's motor off again. So we check the coordinates again. It's down here. Let's home all again. That means there must be something not right with the coordinates I set. Okay. What's the Z is 206, right? And then the X will be at 19. Okay. Now Dockslide deploy is 82. Let's try to move Dockslide at 82. Oh, Dockslide deploy. So let's just go Dockslide deploy. Okay, let's check again. What is causing this? This thing is too not. Let's check the hole. It looks good. Maybe the Z needs to lift up a bit. Let me check. Cannot see it. Let me move this a bit. Because I cannot see the pin. Cannot see it. What about the one below? Wait, let me Dockslide park. I feel like there's something down there. Dockslide park. This. Oh, okay. There's this pin down here. Oh, the Docksense pin. What? Okay. The Docksense pin is down there. Okay, now let's try Dockslide deploy again. Okay, something hit. Okay, the Dockslide pin is what hit. Okay. So that means we have to move the X further away. Oh, where is it? Oh, yeah. The micro switch arm is hitting the magnet. So I need to do something about this design. We need to change the design a bit. Take note. Okay. Let's move X a bit out. Maybe 22. Let's try to deploy again. Okay. It clears. Okay, now let's move to X9. See whether it can draw off or not. Okay, can draw off. Okay. Now Dockslide park. So just now was 22. So tool 0 draw off location. Here we change to 22 because of the micro switch lever and the magnet from the dock. Micro switch lever and the magnet from the dock is hitting. So we move the X further away so that it can clear. So this is a design flaw which I need to change also. And then here also we change to 22. Okay, now we try to Dockslide park. Oh, what's happening there? Something happened. Is it because of this thing? Okay, never mind. We try. We just motor off again. This is a good learning, man. So there's something that's happened down here. Okay. Don't know just now what is hitting. Where you want to draw off. Let's do a home all again. Okay. Oh, I should have saved and restart. Okay, the Y is not homing. Let's do a firmware restart. The Y, let's lower the YTG sensorless sensitivity. Y, change it to 120. Okay, let's try again. What hot end are you rocking in this one? Kes. So, Kes. Oh, you are Kes. This one, I have the... Let me show you. This is the CHC Pro. CHC Pro hot end. Just a normal V6 heatsink. And for the others all, I have the... This is just a normal TZ V6 3.0. So this is the 3.0 TZ V6. The other three is same TZ V6. Only the tool one is using the CSC Pro. Okay. We already save and restart. Okay, let's try to home all again. My Dockslide, correct? Okay. Okay, let's try to draw off. We see whether we can get successful draw off or not. I already changed the coordinate to 22 and the speed. Because I scared is the Dockslide speed. Dockslide motor torque. Let's try. Okay, the motor is pulling, but it seems like it's not strong enough that it causes a bit of a skipping. Is it because the belt? No, the belt is good. I think I try to increase the motor torque again. Maybe I should pull it. Maybe I should pull it slower. Yeah. No, I think pull it faster should be better. Okay. Let's change the Dockslide speed. Dockslide speed. Let's set the travel at 500. Okay. Save this. Let's see whether we can pick up. Now it's at 9, right? X. Dockslide deploy. Oh, see? It skipped the step. Now it's hitting the tool already. Okay, let's motor off. Okay. The magnet is too strong. I think the magnet is too strong. So, let's try this way. Let's add a washer to the cap nut. Let's add a washer to the cap nut. And then Okay, first we increase the M for Dockslide first. Dockslide stepper motor run current 1. Run current already at 1 already. Okay, never mind. We try to add washer to the cap nut so that the gap is bigger. So when the gap is bigger, the magnet is less strong, weaker. Okay, let's try to add to the cap nut. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is just an experiment to test. Let's turn off the printer first. And then we just remove the cap nut. Maybe I need a stronger Dockslide motor. This one I think cannot, because now we are using M52. Previously when it was running, it was we are using the N35 magnet. Okay. Hold on, my X-ray. Hold on, guys, one moment. Let me just add washer to the cap nut to lower the magnet power. Because I think the Dockslide motor is not strong enough. I think we need to change the motor. I think I might have spare big motors. Because this one is too not enough torque. One thing I like about Linux Sling, so easy to do any so easy to do any changes, so small and everything is open. When you do stuff on BusyBoard and Voron 2.4, wow, you need to take out panels, turn the printer. This one is very easy. Okay, plus washer. So putting washer, what I'm doing now is I'm putting washer on the cap nuts. So I remove cap nut, then I put the washer, and then I put in back the cap nut. So that give it a bit more distance between the magnet and the lock plate magnets. So this is what you do if your motor is not too strong. But of course, there is a downside. The downside is the weaker the magnets, the more you can't travel fast, you can't print fast because the magnet is a bit weak. Okay, so now I put the 4 washer on the cap nuts, so it gives it a bit more distance, just to test whether is it because of the magnet is too strong. Okay, let's turn the printer back on. This is just to test whether the magnet is too strong. If now it can, that means I need to change the stepper motor to a bigger one. Maybe it needs higher torque, because of when the Dockslide want to pull it away from the magnet, it's still pulling a bit hard. So now it's much more weaker. We test it and then we see how it goes. Now there's a bit of distance, so I think the Dockslide doesn't have to deploy further out. So we will check. Have some drink. Okay, home all. And then also it could be because this time the dock is further away from the rails. The arm is a bit longer, so I don't know whether when the top is pulling, is this strong enough or not. We'll see. Okay, so Z is 206 just now. X is at 22. Okay, Dockslide. Let's try to move Dockslide at 81 first. First. Okay, let's check. Yes, I think 80 should be good enough. Let me check this part down here. Yeah. Press the towel. No, 79, I think. There's Dockslide Park. Okay, 79. Yes, so 79, is it correct? And then move X is 9. Move X to 9. And then Dockslide Park. Oh, cannot. You see? So when it pull, there's a bit of a struggle where it's trying to pull. So my guess is the motor are not strong enough. When it's trying to pull, there's a bit of struggle. Okay. So it's not, this is the motor. Okay, never mind. Let's turn the motor off first. And then what we need to check, we need to clear off this part somehow. Let me try to drill this part file. Okay. Okay, now let's put the tool at the carriage. Okay. Let's do a from where we start. Firmware restart. The motor not strong, I think. Sometimes it could be the arm also. No, this arm is too long. I think you need to change. You need to change the design a bit. Okay, let's try to do the homing again. Oh, Dockslide deploy just now is at 79. I never changed. Dockslide deploy 79. Maybe the travel is too fast. Let's try to set the travel maybe at 200 only. So travel speed 200 for Dockslide. We try again. Sometimes things just don't go to plan. Oh, why? There's always a bit of a problem with my Y. Let me lower the value again. One ten. Okay. If this still cannot, I will change the motor and then we try again the next stream. Let me just try first, see everything, how everything goes. Okay. Okay. Now I already dropped the Dockslide speed. Let's see whether that will fix it. Tool drop off. What is that? And 22? Yeah, correct. Cannot. So there's something that is not. Why is it not? Why is it not pulling out properly? Could it be that maybe move it to 8, I think. Okay, try again. Maybe drop off, move to 8 instead of 9. So give it more room. Move to 8 instead of 9. From where we start first. We need to change 20. 20 from 22 to 8. Pick up also we put 8. Then now the drop off is what speed just now? I said 400. Is it too fast or not? There should be a pause after it drop off. Yeah. I think we try to set a pause M400 after it drop off. Drop off after it moves to 8. Let's put M400 here. Just to give it the pause there. Not pause, I mean finish. Let it settle is drop off routine. Try, yeah. What's the Dockslide speed just now? 200, 4,000 acceleration. It's actually not fast. Right? Yeah. You did it, guys. What did I change just now? Oh, I give it a pause. Okay, so let's try to pick up. Whether we can get it to pick up or not. Let's try again. Correct? But there's no nozzle wipe. Somehow it's missing the nozzle wipe. You should do a nozzle wipe. Okay. Let's check the macros again. Let's check the macros again, guys. Tool 0. After it pick up, it moves 22 M400. Nozzle, Dockslide wipe equals 1. Dockslide wipes equal 1. Let me see tool 1. What's the command? Maybe the command is wrong. Wipe nozzle. Oh, direction equals 1. I forget the direction. Dockslide wipe, then direction. Direction equals 1. Is it correct this way? Let's see. Dockslide wipe nozzle, direction equals -1. Then here we will put Dockslide wipe direction equals 1. Okay, correct. Okay. Let's save this. And then looks like it is a success. Let's try to draw off again. Okay. Let's try to pick up again. Alright. Okay. Let's move the Z back down to 50 lah. See? X, let's move to 50. Okay, let's save and restart. Now we want to check the nozzle direction. Nozzle wipe. Okay, at least we got a success with tool 0 pick up and drop off. So do we want to do a bash test for tool 0 just to do a quick pick up and drop off? Okay, let me check. So to do a bash test, you go to bash macros, bash dock tool, bash docking, undocking of single tool. Okay, so this is the one. Tool drop off, tool number 0. Then it will goes to G0 X center, Y center. But what about the Z? let's put Z20, or 20, correct. Okay. And then here also we put Z20. Okay, this is for single tool bashing. Okay, let's save and start. Okay, we will try a single tool bashing as well. First, we need to check the nozzle white first. Okay, since this is successful with a slower speed, what maybe offline, I will try to see whether removing the washer work or not at this Dockslide speed. So the Dockslide speed right now is only at 200. You can see here. Dockslide speed is 200. Maybe offline I will try at 300, 400 as well also. Okay. Let's try again. Home all. If the nozzle wipe is okay, we will proceed. We will proceed to do a bashing. Okay, let's try to do a drop off. Tool drop off. Tool drop off. Tool pickup. Yes, correct. It has a nozzle wipe as well. Okay, guys, we try to do a bash dog tool with maybe just 5 iteration, just to test first. The status also must change red and green. And then we observe how the Toolchange perform also. All right. We got the first tool working, guys. Let's do 10 bash again. I like to see. Really very nice. Very satisfied. Let's bash it 10 times now. Bash. So we go here. I show you from the screen. So we will go here. Use bash tool change. Bash dock tool, because this is for single tool. So bash dock tool. And iteration 10. It will bash only tool 0. Let's go. There's just something satisfying about seeing bed slinger tool change. That's really something satisfying. I like it. I need to check. How about the what frame? The Dockslide frame, is it wobbly or not? Let me check from the screen. I think it's okay. It's quite stiff now with this frame on top here. Yeah. Oh, I need to record. Forget. Let me just record this. Let's do another 10 bash and then I want to record this. After this, we can call it a day. And then at the next stream, we will do the other two tool head. Hold on. Bash tool change, bash doc tool 10 iteration. I need to record this, guys. So satisfying. All right. It is a success, guys. Success. Maybe we can try changing the speed higher. Let's see if higher speed. Now, since we know it's working, let's see if we increase the Dockslide speed 300. Because here, I think, is it because we put M400 down here? I'm not very sure. But we try and see. Yeah. You see how, guys? Let's home all first. Now I increase the Dockslide speed to 400. We see how it goes. Whether okay or not. Just now it was at 200. Everything perfect. Even the bash macros was successful. So let's see at speed 400. Let's just try. Tool draw off. Yes. So it's not the speed, it's the pause. We need to add a pause. Sorry, we need to add a pause after it slides the lock plate. We need to add the not the pause M400. Let it finish first, and then because if not, it will straight away trying to pull out. So we let all the command finish, and then the Dockslide will retract back. So 400. Let me see. Previous speed is what? 400, 400. Yeah, correct. So previous speed also, at 400, 400. 400. Oh, 400. Okay, now we try to change to 400. Let's pick up first to 0. Okay, let's move Z50, X50. Let's save and restart. We try speed 400. We see how it goes. So Dockslide speed 400, acceleration 400, tool change speed 400, travel speed 450 for tool change. When I do a restart, sometimes tool 1 cannot fail to automated restart. Sometimes tool 2 fail automated restart. But I click restart again, it fixed already. So I don't know why. Ada toolbot 2. Let's try restart again. And then this part also, I want to change the angle for Linux Sling. Instead of it going diagonal, going straight up. Okay, let's home all. Now Dockslide speed 400, we're going to test it. Okay. Tool draw off. Yes. Tool pickup. Yes. Okay. Let's do a bash 10 times. This is a much faster movement of the Dockslide. Let me record this. All right. Okay, so success with speed 400. Should we try last to remove the washer? Let's just do a quick one to remove the washer. We try. Without the washer, is it strong enough or not? Before we call it a day, we try without washer. If it manage, that means we just solve the M400. We're missing the M400 only just now. Okay. Now we have removed the washer. Let's try to deploy again just to confirm the deploy position. 206 Z. What X is at 22. Okay, manual move, Dockslide, manual move. Let's try 80. Yeah, 80 seems okay. So 80. Okay. We Dockslide park first. And then the 20 or Dockslide deploy is at 80. Dockslide deploy 80. Save. Let's move the Z down. X also. Save and restart. Okay. Now I already removed the washer. I removed the washer from the cap nut. We see now whether it's strong enough. Is there any problem with this or not? If not, that means the magnet is too strong or the motor is too weak. Try, yeah. Let's home all of us. Excuse me. Oh. I think the probe, the wire is not touching the cap nut. Because the probe wire is here. Hold on. Oh. Let's try. Let's check the probe. Okay, it's open, correct. Okay, let's home Z. Okay. Fingers crossed. Hopefully now you can. BTC tool dropoff 20. Ooh. Looks like it managed. Tool pickup. Yes. Tool dropoff. Yes. Tool pickup. Alright. Let's do a tool bash. Okay, guys. We got a success. We got a success. So no washer. The gantry is strong enough to push. The Dockslide is strong enough to push, but the speed is at 400 only. So Dockslide speed 400 at 4000 acceleration. And then the movement all are correct. The setup all are correct. We have managed to fix everything up. So we call it a day from here. The tool bash is going on very well. Offline, I will do a 100 bash, number 1. And other than that, nothing. Then the next stream, we will do the calibration for the other two tools as well. Maybe after this, I just try to do a quick, but never mind. I want to do also, wait, no time. So everything goes very well, guys. Everything works very well. Finally, after all the sweat. Alright, let's call it a day from here. Thank you for tuning in. Thanks for watching this stream. We managed to dock and undock tool 0, the first tool. We haven't done anything yet, no calibration yet, haven't done the second tool yet, the third tool yet. But the Dockslide setup, all are okay. Now you can see that he has managed to drop off and pick up tool 0. No problem. Bash 10, I think I did bash 10 3 times already today. Maximum speed for Dockslide 400 and 4000 acceleration. For the tool 450 travel and 5000 acceleration, something like that. I can't remember, it's inside. So everything is working very well. Tomorrow I just touch up a bit. Maybe I try to change this LED. It's only showing yellow down here. I think the LED is spoiled. The nozzle LED. The status LED is okay, but only the nozzle LED. So I will try to fix that offline as well. And then next stream we will calibrate the other two tool head. I think it's much more easier now since we know already the speed, everything. We know to put the M400 inside. That's something that we learned today. And other than that, everything is looking very good. All the umbilicals is still very good. We haven't tried tool 1 and tool 2, so we don't know. But that's it for today, guys. Thank you very much. Have a good night, good morning, good evening, good afternoon, anywhere you are. Stay safe. Hope you are in the best. Take care of your health. Take care of your mental health. Very important. Mental, very important. Don't let this destroy your mental health, number one. And always support open source. So see you guys in the next stream. Thank you for watching. Thank you 3MMO. Thank you Cas for commenting as well. And if there's any questions, join our Discord, post your question there, and I will help you. And we will proceed this on the next stream. I will post a short video on the update as well on what's happening. And see you guys. All right. Thank you for watching, guys.